As your candidate for Somerset Selectman here in 2024, I think it is important to provide additional information and relevant context while the voters make their decision on April 8th. Here are some issues and clips that I would like to discuss. Here's a clip from April 22nd, 2021 of my current opponent making the decision to hold a special election.
You know, we could have left the seat open, correct?
Yes.
Or can you set the record straight for us what it really costs?
It will be between $7,000 and $8,000.
I think we need to make a motion.
Motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
you make the motion, I'll second it. How's that?
okay. So I make a motion that we set the schedule for a special town election that will be held on Monday, July 12th, 2021 from noon to 8 p.m. at the Somerset Berkeley Regional High School.
So moved. By roll call vote?
Alan Smith, aye.
Lauren Lawless, aye.
As you can see, my current opponent made a choice to hold the special election that was not required. It was ultimately his choice that cost the town money, not my resignation. This clip from April 28th, 2021 is regarding my opponent's decision to terminate Police Chief McNeil's contract. Decisions like these that my opponent made throughout his term impacted the livelihoods of many staff and town employees.
Ashley first.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is David Ashley. For the record, I reside at 108 Lynch Avenue in Somerset. As you indicated, Mr. Lawless, I'm here to voice vehement disagreement with the decision to not renew the Chief of Police, George McNeil's contract. Chief McNeil has dutifully served this community for several years. He's had excellent performance evaluations. He's had several very successful initiatives during his tenure. And as a resident and taxpayer in the town who trusts the safety of myself and my family to our police force and other divisions of the town, the decision of the select board makes no sense to me. It is important that I voice that my sincere hope and expectation is that the Board of Selectmen reconsider its decision to non-renew the Chief of Police's contract.
Who else do you want to put up there?
This is Holly McNamara.
Okay. Hi, Miss McNamara.
Hi, everyone. Hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I would like to echo the reverse sentiment of Chris Murphy. I think our chief has done a tremendous job moving the department forward in ways that it couldn't have been with the previous chief. And he's known throughout the entire county. And I think this is a terrible decision. I think it's a personal vendetta. I know more than the public does, and that's all I'll say. I'm very upset that this meeting was limited to 100 participants. There were 700 people that wanted to participate, and I'm upset that the profile images were turned off when they were actually turned on for supporting the schools when we had that meeting. So I don't know why SATV was asked to turn off those profile images. I just wanted to make that point. You don't have to respond to it. I just wanted to point it out. And I think there are a lot of violations here, but that's just my opinion and I will take it elsewhere. And so I just wanted to make that statement, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Police Chief McNeil, during his 30-plus years as a police officer, had a spotless record. My opponent's decision to terminate his contract was made during his very first week in office, which was not enough time to evaluate anyone's contract. This decision can only be seen as personal. In this next clip from July 21st, 2021, you will see my opponent make the decision to terminate our town planner's contract.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion that we not renew the town planner contract.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to recuse myself from the vote. I've not had the opportunity to work with her.
Okay. All right. I'll second that motion.
Just so, I put it into the record. Again, I already talked earlier this evening about the position that I see that our town in financially, using free cash as a way to control our tax rate is not a fiscally responsible way to control the tax rate, and that's the reason for my recommendation that we not renew this contract.
Okay, I had seconded that motion, and by roll call vote,
Alan Smith, aye.
Lauren Lawless, aye.
It was publicly known that our town planner was not catering to the special interest group Save Our Bay Brayton Point. This special interest group popularized the idea of terminating the town planner's contract. The conflict here lies in the fact that my current opponent was the founder and president of the special interest group Save Our Bay Brayton Point. Once again, this is an example of my current opponent using his town position for personal vendetta. In this next segment, I would like to discuss the decision that my opponent made that led to the loss of the $500,000 state grant for the Riverside Avenue reconstruction project.
I don't know which ones we can discuss tonight because we don't have our town administrator here with us tonight. There's a few things that are going on that I can talk about. The Brayton Point sidewalk. We've been getting estimates, but we've been doing all the sidewalks in town, and we'll have a report soon. We got to be careful because when we go, if we get quotes, not to put them out there, because we got to put it out for quotes. But I can give you an estimate on as far as the Brayton Point Road from Wilbur School all the way down it'd be widened that to ADA compliant, and you'd have granite curbing, and it's going to be around $200,000 or under $200,000.
My opponent and his special interest group, Save Our Bay Brayton Point, pushed an unauthorized use of these Riverside Avenue funds to be targeted for Brayton Point Road instead of Riverside. This ultimately caused inaction on the Riverside project, which led to the complete loss of the $500,000 grant. This is another example of my current opponent putting his personal agenda first before the town and catering to special interest groups. During my opponent's term, over the past 3 years, our selectmen meetings became unruly and monopolized by his special interest group, Save Our Bay Brayton Point. We need to get back on track with more structure at our meetings, efficiency, and organization. It's time we get Somerset back on track. My experience as a selectman tells me that recklessly cutting budgets is not the answer. We are already at bare bones. My opponent's poor decision over the past 3 years have led to the loss of the Wilbur School development due to neighborhood hostility, the loss of the brewery project with boat access and waterfront walking paths, and the jeopardization of our soon-to-be biggest taxpayer, Prisbian. My plan as a selectman supports business, industry, and smart economic growth. I would be honored to have your vote for me, Holly McNamara, as Somerset Selectman on Monday, April 8th. Thank you.